Hello everyone, Gwendoning, Multihulls World. Today we are on board the Simbad 55. This is a brand new boat, world premiere. Not only a brand new boat, but also a brand new brand, actually. Those boats are brand new on the market. They just arrived from Alicante, where they are being manufactured. This is a Darnet design interior and an exterior design, actually, and architect is Pierre Delion. So we're going to discover this new model together. Let's follow me. So here we are. This boat actually comes in 3 different versions. That manufacturer is trying a new concept a little bit where they actually deliver a ready-to-sail boat. But it will offer you 3 different versions of it. You know, base package, medium, and then the premium one. One of the very, very nice features on this boat is the paint of the hull. It actually has like a golden silver touch to it that changes with the light. It's super nice. You can definitely get a big discount on your boat if you take that out, but why would you want? It goes pretty much from the base package goes from 1.9 million, and then you can go all the way to 3 million with the premium one. So we're gonna show you a little bit around. We're gonna start with the interior, and I'm just gonna mention one more thing is that it comes in several layouts, I should say, from 2 to 5 different layouts. So you can have the owner-operated version, where it's like an entire hull dedicated to the owner, and the other side you can have crew or guest cabin, all the way to 5 cabins. That includes the crew cabin, obviously, where it is more of a charter side of things. So let's take a look together. There, when you get in the interior of the boat, you can definitely recognize the Darnet touch. It has that modern feel, but yet still authentic. They actually offered little to no customization inside. That's why their delivery time is so short. I mean, you can get the boat within like 4 to 6 months. That's because there's only a few things that you can change on board this boat. It's going to be the color of the oak. You've got 2 different colors. The upholstery stays the same. You can change the color of the carpet, and that's about it. The rest is just the layout. So, and the level of the basic, medium, or premium version of the boat. So, as you can see, it is a luxury catamaran. It is a sailing catamaran, but you get that very cozy feeling. The black finishes everywhere. You've got some very nice artwork on the storage here, which is, by the way, it is a piece of artwork, but it is also storage, which is something that they seem to have done. We're going to discover it together, but they seem to have done that a lot on this boat, is optimize the storage, because it is a multi-hull that is made for blue water cruising. It's supposed to go the distance, so you need to be able to leave with all your belongings in it, everything you need on board. As you walk in right now, in that version, it is a galley down version. So as you can see, no galleys up here. This is why you have so much lounging, seating area, so much room. You definitely have that luxury feeling here with the carpet finish and the black touches everywhere. It has, as I just said, a lot of storage under the seating area. You find some more. If you had the galley up version, that would turn into the galley here with the fridge on the opposite side of the sliding door, which would give you a slightly more restricted space, but it is it is still a very roomy boat, so plenty of space on the main deck. The indoor is pretty good on this one. These days you get those boats where you have a full side opening. This is a little less, but it is still plenty of ventilation going through, because you've got that big opening in the aft, and in the front you actually have an electric window that you can actually open to bring in all the air you need for cross ventilation. They decided not to put a front door in that main salon just for safety purposes. Their boats are supposed to go, again, out in blue water, so they're trying to limit the risks of water entering the boat. So this is mostly for safety purposes. The last bit I would add is this is a lot of seating area. On the aft cockpit, you have a lot as well. And I'm going to go back and show you just a little bit because this is a feature that is actually extremely pleasant. So here in the aft cockpit, you actually have that big seating area and that teak table that actually comes standard on all the versions. It is electric and comes down and turns this seating area into a massive daybed. And that has a real purpose because in here, that little box is actually a projector with a big screen that comes down over there for movie night. So you can actually enjoy your movie outside in the most luxurious sitting possible. So moving in, I'm going to show you, I'm going to start with, let's start with the crew quarter actually in the galley down. So here we are in the galley down, which is also the crew quarter that we're going to show you in a second. This galley has all the room that you need, all the appliances that you need. All the appliances here are meal appliances. The cold storage or the fridge and freezer is all Vitrifrigo as well. Huge amount of storage in here. This is storage, this is storage. You got the dishwasher, oven, stovetop, more storage all over here. Really good extractor fans so that you don't get smoked in here. This is actually that version of the kitchen. When they move it into galley up, they have black finishes as well so that it blends in even better with the rest of the main saloon. In this version, you have the crew quarter right behind, which has single bunk beds. Very nice little ensuite bathroom as well, so the crew has all the comfort that they need. Let's move into the guest bedroom. So here we are in the guest cabin. So it's actually a VIP guest cabin because the actual master cabin is usually on the porthole and takes the entire hull. So this can be used as a master if you only have the five cabin version, but in our case right now we're on a 3 cabin plus crew, so this is considered the VIP guest cabin. As you can see, you have a king size bed. It is not a walk around, but they do have a little gangway on this side so that the person sleeping on the outside can still come out without disturbing the peace of their co-sleeper. A lot of light in this cabin. I really like the double line of the windows here on the side. Really good ventilation as well. The version we're on right now is the top of the line version. It has all the features that you can get really from a Simbad 55, just so you know. So this is the top of the game. That being said, all the boats come with some ready-to-sail features, but this one has AC throughout, which is not the case for like the select version, the more basic one. And it's all individual climate as well control, so you can have one temperature in one cabin and different temperature in the next one, which is very convenient for big crews on board. Luxury is all around, and storage is everywhere again. Like even in the guest cabin, you'll see on the other side on the porthole as well, but they've optimized really the storage everywhere. You have a nice little vanity here. Decoration is the only thing that doesn't come. Decoration and bedding is the only thing that doesn't come standard really on those boats. So this lamp will not be there. And the feature that I like the most in those cabins is actually the bathroom. So the bathroom in the cabins, each cabin has an ensuite bathroom except for the 5 cabin version of this boat, which has 2 cabins that share a bathroom, but it's more like a family cabin because the second cabin that's sharing the bathroom is actually just one single bed, so it would be good for a child or a teenager. But yeah, the finishes of this bathroom is actually really awesome. The color, it really reflects on the hull colors as well. We've got that mix of like silver and gold, and it's luxury right here. So rain shower in all the bathrooms, electric toilets everywhere, even for the crew, goes without saying. and a lot of room and a lot of mirror. So you get the light, you got the feeling of space. It's a success. I just mentioned one last thing is obviously you can get your independence by closing fully this and being in your own little world. So let's move on to the other guest cabin. So we are now in the port hull. So on this version, we've got 2 guest cabins here. As I was mentioning earlier, a lot of storage on this boat. As you walk in that guest cabin, you have storage everywhere. Under the bed, you got all the space in the world. Here you even have a full-length hanging closet as well. So no lack of space here. They've really optimized it. The finishes are again really nice with all the upholstery on the walls, etc. Queen size bed, a lot of light, some ventilation here as well. So those little cushioning around the beds make from, it gives you that little extra cocoon feeling when you go in your cabin. The beds are really low, even though the hulls are actually pretty narrow. So they've done a really good job at still keeping the beds low. But even with a lower bed, you still have the little step to go on. Moving aft a little bit as you're going in a walkway. Again, all the cabins come with ensuite bathrooms. Sorry, I need to mention that. As you move into the walkway here, you've got the washing machine. That washing machine moves around depending on the layout that you choose, but it's never in a guest cabin. It's always in a slightly isolated area so that it's not disturbing the peace when you're running the washing machine. And this is actually something that they've paid a lot of attention to is noise insulation, because even the engine and the generator room, they all have extra insulation so that you can have a conversation, normal voice level, and you don't have to scream. We always have that problem in a boat where, the person who sleeps above the engine room is always a little bit at a discomfort, but not on this boat because they really made an effort of finishing that. Last cabin, guest cabin that we have here. As you can see, it is still a queen bed, so a little smaller than on the VIP cabin over there. That being said, you still have that access at the base of the bed so that you can come on and off without disturbing the person next to you, which is always very appreciated. Really nice recessed lighting everywhere. And one thing on this boat, actually, you will never see like a big black vent, sitting on on the surfaces. They've really made an effort of blending them all into the decor of the boat. So it will be it's a lot more discreet than what you find on most boats. And now time to go back up and take a little look at the sailing features. So we are now gonna head up to the Flybridge. As you can see, I have to mention here, the staircase is actually really well thought in the sense that once they didn't make it into a curve, it's in a straight line, so that actually it's a lot more comfortable when you're at sea going up the stairs. You don't have to go into a circle. And they actually made the staircase not too steep, which for safety reasons, for a lot of reasons, very convenient. Handrails everywhere, so you always feel secured as you're moving on the boat as well. And we get to this Flybridge. Remember, this is only a 55-foot boat. So this is actually a lot of Flybridge for a multi-hull that size. Everything you see, again, on all the version comes standard. That being said, that wet bar here is included in price, but if you wanted to not have it, that would be a possibility. They could either have an empty space where you can store your sport equipment or something, or they could add another little lounge area right here. You've got, again, cold space, fridges, little sink, everything on this boat. You've got to repeat up on the Flybridge from what you've got downstairs. It is an entertainment area. This table unfolds so that you can make it an actual eating table so that you're comfortably seated on the seats over there. You got a big lounge in the aft there, which makes for, people who want to be in the sun, get a little bit more access. If you want to be in the shade, there's a little bit of lounging for everyone. And then when you get to the front, this is where you get down to business. This is the sailing station. This is a dual helm station. Those helm stations actually have the giant screen on them. That's only for the top of the line model, but if you get with the smaller, the base version basically, then you get the smaller screens. That being said, now that we're on the top of the line, I will show you what it has. You can see here the 360 cameras that come with that package, which makes it very, very easy for docking. One thing that you don't see on all the boats that side is you can actually see the aft platform of your boat here. I actually have a perfect view on the corner of my boat, which makes, again, it makes it safer and easier to dock, even if you're not using the 360 camera. The top of the line also have the CAI for night vision when you're sailing at night. So, you know, all the little features that make that sailing boat even a little more luxurious. So when you get back here in the middle, starting with the bow there, you've got 2 electric furlers on your Genoa and self-tacking jib as well. This is actually the top of the line version, so carbon mast, carbon furler boom. This, on the standard version, comes aluminum mast and e-glass furler boom, but the furler boom is standard on all the versions. Moving here, you've got all your lines coming back here with really nice line holes here so that you don't make a mess on your boat. You've got great visibility as well on all your rigging there, with the 2 windows on each helm station to actually give you full visibility on your mast and your sails. You can see here you also have a little anchor control from here, so you can actually handle your anchor from the Flybridge. Moving aft, you have the mainsail on the track in the back there, and right behind it you can actually see a lot of solar panels. So this boat on this version pulls about a little bit over 3 kilowatts of solar panel, which is enough to run your AC and lighting and everything for a few hours, which is always a plus. All the Simbads 55, no matter what the version, comes only with diesel engines, Yanmar diesel engines. The standard basic version comes with the 110, and then you get to the 150 on the medium and the top of the range ones. So this is actually another option that you get on the top end of the version. Here is the bow thruster that you don't get on the basic model. And you have as well your engine controls here, obviously. This boat, what they tried to do is to make it as simple as possible to sail. They've really made it so that 1.5 person, I wouldn't say one single person, but 1.5, 2 person can actually handle this boat without any problem. It is a blue water boat, so it has all the features that you need. You actually have down in the main salon as well a chart table with controls from the inside, so you can actually steer your boat, control your boats from down there. The only thing they didn't put in the main salon is a helm because they wanted to keep that luxury feeling and not turn it into a working racing boat. But other than that, everything you need is here. You got full protection here as well, so that you can, you know, comfortably sail your boat and entertain the guests at the same time. So now that we're done with the Flybridge, last but not least, the bow of this Simbad 55. So again, you find those carbon touches everywhere, the carbon crossbeam here. This is another access, obviously, to your anchor chain. On the top of the line, you actually get the chain washer as well that comes with it, and stainless steel anchor. On the standard version, it's just galvanized and you don't get the washer. So it's all those little extra features. I'm actually going to talk about a few of them right now. That's one of them, those winches for docking lines, just to make your life easier when you're docking. It is a big boat afterwards, so you need a little extra power. It does have a very nice little seating area in the forward cockpit. So even though they decided not to have a front door on this boat, they still have a very nice lounge area in the front with a little sitting space. Just it adds one more living space aboard for the crew to be able to to hang out in different places and not be on top of each other all the time. You can probably see now, I talked about it earlier, but the paint on this boat is actually really awesome, and the way it shines and changes colors a little bit depending on the angle that you've got. Recessed lighting throughout the whole boat. You might not see it very much right now in the daylight, but it actually comes on the entire side of the hull here. You've got some on the actual hull down there as well, and you have some mast lighting too, all that on the top of the line version. Same thing for the teak throughout the whole boat. On the top version, you've got it through the whole boat, on the gangways, aft cockpit and flybridge. You go down in versions, you get less teak, but it's all certified teak, really good quality and comfort. Handrails, I need to mention it because I can actually lean on them. It actually feels very secured. It is raised a little bit, so you can have a slightly higher, and it's a solid one as well, so it does feel very secured. Again, it's a boat for blue water passage. Flush or almost flush hatches here with very nice water evacuation as well, so that you're not flooding your deck. And last but not least, you actually have underwater lights on this boat, which makes for an extra luxurious feel when you're at anchor at night. You get to see all the boats, all the fish in the sea. It again depends on the version that you get. You get more or less water lighting, but yeah, really cool. So this is it. That was our little visit of the Simbad 55, this brand new model, world premiere here at the International Multihull Show. I hope you enjoyed the tour. We will obviously be trying that boat very soon, that you'll find in one of our magazines and on our YouTube channel, so stay tuned. In the meantime, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, follow our channel for more videos, and we'll see you soon on the docks or on the water. Bye.